What's up, guys? I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. Let's get this day started. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I know last week I was out. Just on a little bit of vacation there. Obviously, Joe Biden pretty much won the election. I know it's not confirmed completely yet, but from estimates and everything, we're in good hands. Pretty much like we saw a big pump up in the right before in the pre-market. Dow jumped up 1,700 points. Like everything's like skyrocketing. One, obviously presidential election results are kind of finalized, and then two, we have good news on the vaccine. Pfizer saying 90% like how they're working, right? Essentially, like it's saying the success rate's like 90%, which is really good to hear. That means we're closer and closer to the final step. And then we also know that once these election nonsense is over, probably another stimulus package will be coming. So that comes, another boost to the market. Yeah, man, no more tweets. I'm kind of happy about that. Morning, Enzo. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Kraft. I was still trading from my desk last week. Not my desk, my laptop. And I was just taking only the algo alerts that I saw that obviously following the same rules, under 10 points in the 5 minutes. Got some nice moves. Pretty much this was my result. I only took pretty much like took a couple scalps, and then on the two algo alerts that we got throughout the week on the November 4th and November 5th, got in on both of them, made out pretty nicely. These were the tracking. I always track this. Obviously, this is always available for you guys. The link to that is in the Discord. I update this every time we take an algo alert, or one that comes, right, that meets our criteria. So this was last week for me. And then I took a couple scalps as well. The market was just nice. I was not expecting the market to be that nice last week, but it was, and I had to react to it. And again, this thing pretty much just broke through all of our key levels here. As you can see, we pretty much got range bound in between these two levels, right? Bouncing back and forth, and then we finally started pushing up. We got this big pump up. You can see the delta as well. Lots of confluence. That's nice. Boom. Just jumped up, man. This is kind of ridiculous because at this point, it's, for me personally, it's in like a free ball area. So it's like if I get in, it's probably going to be for scalp plays more likely than not, because I don't see any big movements because I don't have anywhere to track it to, right? Because the way I use my key levels, like I know it's like, hey, it's going to hit resistance up here, it's going to hit resistance up here, but that's not the case. Oh no, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Dragon. It's okay, man. You'll get it back. What's up, Michael? We're heading towards all-time highs on the NQ and the ES. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that will happen. Like, even on the daily charts, we are looking pretty strong. That is something to pay attention to. Because the one thing to keep in mind, right? I'll pop it up on this real quick. Give me a second. One thing I am paying attention to is the daily charts, is that our algo alert came on November 4th at 3480. Our first target was 36.4725, which got hit. Second target on the daily charts, right? For those people that use like micros to swing, obviously using the daily charts and hourly charts with the algo, they love it. And all you're doing is pretty much, waiting it out. Obviously, at this point, you'd move your stop up to break even and just ride it out completely. But the projection for this right now is up to 39.81. Probably won't happen today. I would be very shocked if it does, because that would be ridiculous. Most likely we'll end up in this middle range right here around maybe 3,700. That would be interesting. But again, our take profit levels always act as like key levels where price tends to bounce off a little bit, and that's what we're doing right now. So let's see where it goes from there, right? Always got to do your what just happened. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the dips. If it can drop down to this level right here at 35.76, I will probably take a long, as long as I get some confirmation, right? I don't want it to just dip below again out of nowhere. I don't know how you lost money longing a good news event. To be honest, I'm kind of shocked on that. Unless you got in very late. If you got in like pre-market, like right up here, then I guess you'd be down a little bit right now. But long term, you should still be good. Closed and entered lower price. Okay. And let me know if you guys are actually using the key levels I post in the Discord channel. Use take some time for me to draw it out every time for you guys. So let me know. I know some of you guys said that you guys wanted them, so I started posting them. I just want to know if it's like actually being used, or if I'm just, oh, you're using them? Okay, perfect. That's what I want to make sure. I just want to make sure that people are using them, or else it's just like a waste of my time, right? But as long as somebody's using them, then I'm more than happy to do it. But yeah, pretty much broke through those key levels. Let's see what happens today. Like, I'm just gonna be waiting. If perhaps you're gonna check them out, perfect. Yeah, since I'm back at my desk, you'll see those key levels being posted every day. Most likely at every nighttime after like the overnight session opens up a little bit. That's when I'll start posting it. That way I get some more clear direction. But overall, this is pretty common. Big pump up pre-market, big profits right at the open, push down a little bit. So let's just see where this pullback is going to go down to. Just remember, like, the dome is very thin right now. Is it that thin? Not many orders at all, right? No orders piling up. Like, look at the overall count, right? 400 to 400, 300, like, it's not too much. The price can move heavily. That's something to pay attention to. Might just be a day where I might not even trade 2 contracts, to be honest. Probably just trade one. Because the dome is thin and like the price can just move rapidly, right? Like it's doing right now. It just went from 38 to like 44 in less than a second. So be careful today, guys. I'm dropping down to 1 contract today. I don't like it when it's too thin. Delta, obviously, nice clean support to the upside. Nice. Let's see if we can find an algo alert today. That'd be very nice. Let's see. Maybe we can drop down to the 1 minute. I don't know if I want to drop down to the 1 minute, to be honest, because that's when I get burned the most. But let's see. I mean, whoever got in on calls on Friday night is probably super happy right now, right? Any options that were to the call side that they took on Friday afternoon, they're probably loving it this morning. And we did get the algo alert, like on the 5 minute charts at like 6:45, right at the pump, right? But it's something we wouldn't have taken because you would have to risk a lot. I'll show you guys right now since we have some time. So this is the alert that came from the algo right at 6:45. Boom. And then, you know, if you measure it out, just take profit level 1 on this one was like 48 points. It hit that level. Now it started to reverse a little bit. Very common, right? Acts as a little bit of resistance all the time. We'll see. If we can come back to that 3600 level, that would be super actually. Stabilize at 3600 and then get in for the long. That might be the move. Oh no, what happened, Enzo? Sorry to hear that you got wrecked, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful in this type of market. Like, that's the main reason I took vacation last week, just because I thought it was gonna be super volatile and like all over the place. But last week was pretty nice, actually. Nice trending moves, bouncing off of support. It was super nice last week. This week, we'll see what happens. This is just a crazy pump, so we do have to, pull back a little bit. It's very common market cycles, right? So we'll see if that psych level of 3600 will be something today or not, Every 100 points on the ES has always been a psych level. Honestly, today was probably better for the tick charts to find movements. Let's see. Not really. Tick charts approaching that 200 EMA as well. That's interesting. Let's see what happens here. Beautiful short on Dow right before opening the market. Okay. I have those YM charts up. I've been messing around with them. It's super interesting. Yeah, in the 1 minute, your super trend alert, Armin, came right at 925 on the 1 minute charts. Yeah, that is a beautiful short. I hope you got in on that, Armin. You could have probably secured in your 100 ticks, right? Did it move 100 ticks yet? Let's see. Yeah, moved like about 200 already. The chart's pushing down. It's okay. Well, we're looking for that pullback anyway, so right now, I'm completely fine with that. I want it to push down right now. Yeah, Enzo, I've been through that, man. Like, it's always the same process. That's the thing you have to understand. Just because you have a good day doesn't mean you get overexcited. You have to treat good days and bad days the same, right? Your emotional level has to be on the same page where it's like, hey, I make money, cool. I lose money, okay, it's cool. Like, you can't get too overexcited by it because then your emotions are gonna get to your head. Because like, oh man, I'm on a winning streak. I can continue this. I'm crushing it. I know everything, right? That's where you get into your head, and then boom, the market's like, nope, we're gonna take all your money back. That's why it's always just like, you guys see me, if I when I win, it's not like, oh man, I'm overexcited. I'm not jumping around, right? I'm like, okay, we made some money. That's it. I just keep is on money. To me, it's just a number on the screen, right? To me, that's all I see it as. Because I worked on it a lot for a long time to just get that connection out of my head. That's good, Armin. I'm happy to hear that, man. You got your 100 ticks. Now you can eat your breakfast. That's perfect. Craft, someone mentioned the MACD strategy last week. Did you manage to test it out? So the MACD strategy we were talking about was the YM one, and I have been testing it out. It does work. Obviously, what I'll do is I'll do some actual logging for it now. I'll start an Excel sheet, log the trades, log where it works out and when, and then I'll share that with you guys, and then you guys can check it out and review it for yourself. Do your own due diligence as always. But it is a solid strategy for sure. You just got to be very patient and disciplined to follow it. And Enzo, as far as discipline goes, man, like, you just gotta, like, Write down your rules and have them in front of you. You got to create a checklist until like it's mentally like engraved in your head, right? Like, okay, hey, like if I'm for me, my checklist has always been in my head now. Because like, when do I trade? Between 8 and 12. Okay, done. Step number 2. Okay, am I waiting for the alert? Yes, I am. So it's like, okay, just wait for the alert. That's the only time. Like, unless I'm looking for a reversal play. Like, obviously, I have different methods, but like, start off with one, follow it diligently, and then go to the next one, right? The biggest thing is like, if you're looking at too many things at once, you're gonna confuse yourself. That's the whole reason I built out that algo, just to make my life easier. Instead of looking at everything all over the place and confusing myself, it's like, okay, condense everything into one, boom, make it nice and simple. Simplicity is key, man. And it takes time. Like, obviously, everything's always gonna take some time. It's not trading isn't like a get rich quick scheme. Like, I know that's how they sell it. That's how they get people interested in it. But you realize, like, yeah, some people do get lucky and that's cool and everything. But like, majority of people, it takes some time. You gotta be patient. The people that really succeed are the ones that just are disciplined and stick to the plan without questioning it. That's why we're shifting so much to AI trading and everything, like algorithm trading, because it really does take the emotions out, because that was the biggest challenge. You take the emotions out of trading, man, you're set. Like, you're ahead of the curve, like, by a long shot. Yeah, get broke quick scheme, right? That's because you just have all these guys online just saying, oh, you can do this and you can do this, and you have all the people that care about like all the luxury stuff. Yeah, trust me, I care about that stuff too. I like that stuff too, but it's not like I'm gonna go around like flaunting it or anything of that sort, right? I get something, I just get it for myself, not for other people. And I like to be very low key about everything. Let's see, because I see like 18-year-olds saying like, "Oh, look at this! You can follow my course on trading and everything." Like, dude, you can't even open up a real brokerage account till you're 18, and you're telling me you're experienced to the point where like you're beating all the pros. And then when you ask them, it's like, okay, show me, like sit with me one on one. Then they go away because then they can't explain everything because they don't have their flashcards in front of them. See, seems like some buyers are finally stepping in a little bit here. Makes sense. This is where we kind of bounced off a little bit here. Pretty common. High volume node about to be formed. Is that going to be the high volume node for the day? Because down here, 35.51 was the previous one. So we'll see if we can make a new one at 36.24. If someone's really good and make a ton of money trading, they don't need $20 or $30 a month membership fee to show you how to trade. Armin, I think so. The difference between that is how you value your time, right? When you Because if you have to give people your time a lot, then I understand that monthly membership fee. But then if you're like just wasting their time, just taking out basics and everything and trying to teach them that, then that's when it's like very stupid and annoying. But if you're personally sitting with them, chatting with them a lot, and then giving them something of value, then I can understand those monthly membership fees, because obviously everyone's out there to make money, right? Like, that's an opportunity. Like, once you become a very good trader, like, that's an opportunity. You can teach people. That's a business opportunity, and nobody's gonna give up a nice business opportunity, right? But it's just those people. One thing I don't like is those people charging like $10,000 to teach you, like, oh, what the heck the RSI is. I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding with me. How do people actually buy this stuff? And there are some services that, they give you your alerts and all that, and like for that, like, I feel like that's okay, because like if somebody else is doing the work for you and analyzing for you, then yeah. Because if you get your money back and more, then you have nothing to lose, right? It's a win-win situation at that point. I really would love to see it push down to the 35.76 level and then bounce off. That would be amazing. Just a quick drop down to here. That would be awesome. Can't even draw out arrows and trade evade. That's the only thing I don't like. Shapes. Oh, we're still slowly pushing down, which is nice. Yeah, the dome is still pretty thin, so price will move a lot. Maybe if like people are trading micros today, probably a good day. But I'm gonna be very cautious on my entries. If I can find a reversal at 35.76, that is something I will look for. If not, then I'm just gonna be waiting out for a nice little alert. It'll pop up at some point, right? Probably around like 10:30. We'll see. Patience pays, right? We know this. We've seen it happen. We sit here for like an hour and a half doing nothing, and then boom, that next minute, catch that nice move, make a nice little profit, and walk away. Still pushing nicely. We'll keep an eye out on the tick chart for now, just to see if we get any type of reversal movement happening. As long as the tick chart's pushing down, it's going to be continuously going down, right? Let's see. Crazy to see like each candle's like 10 points. Still dropping. Waiting for that 3600. Lowest 5K day. Congrats. That's awesome. Let me guess, you traded the crude oil? You went long? Or you went short? Let me check what crude oil is doing. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, man, I was just on vacation, you know, a little break. It was super nice to get away, actually. Like, I watched the charts very minimally because obviously doing all of this can get a bit stressful at times, but I'm happy to be back. I miss my desk. This is where I spend most of my day. But I'm happy you got that 5K day, man. That's awesome. Happy to hear that. Tick charts slowly starting to pop up. Let's see. Dome is still super thin, guys. I'm very cautious today. These are the trading environments where you have to be very cautious. Unless you want to risk a lot, sure. That's up to you, right? But me, I'm more of a conservative trader. Get in, get out. Have multiple confirmations. See what's going on here. A lot more sellers piling up at 36.17, 17.50. Let's see. Will we break through them? Oh, wow, we broke through them immediately. Let's get this. This might be the end of the pullback. Solid formation. I like it. I'm gonna wait for some confirmation, then I'll look for an entry point. Because nothing's confirmed yet from this bar. That is not a bar I get in on. Let's see. Yeah, this week I'm gonna make it a mission to myself to make more YouTube videos about like other content. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see that stuff. I will be doing that. I know I've been pushing it off for so long. It takes a lot of time just to even create one video, man. Like it's not just you gotta create like the slides for it, the infographics and everything. You got out GCESYM at 4,500, still good, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for you. Love seeing people make money. This thing is super thin. Not liking it. I'm glad you understand, Enzo. I know it takes a lot of time up. Especially when you always have a busy day. It's like so hard to squeeze that in if you want to relax at some point. Okay, let's see. Up. Nice, nice. Let's see if this is a fake candle or if it's actually wants to continue and push up. How's the NQ doing? Let me take a look at NQ. Seems like it wants to pop off. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna wait for a confirmation and then I'll try to get long. Definitely do hit that like button, guys. If you're new, definitely do subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I love the support that I get from you guys all the time. Let's see. Waiting for a confirmation at this point. I don't want this to be like a fake pullback and then push right back down, right? Well, one thing I'm going to look for in the confirmations whenever I'm looking is sorry, let me clear my throat. Okay, perfect. The one thing I'm always going to be looking for is candle, obviously without any wicks on the bottom if I'm going long. Then I'm going to be looking at the delta to make sure it's going the proper direction. And then I'm looking at the volume nodes just to make sure we're not approaching like a high volume node or a low volume node to where it's like can react like very highly, right? Very reactive at those points. And right now, this is where the high volume is for the day. So we can see price bouncing back and forth, pretty common. So if we go above it and close above it, that's something I would look for. Delta is obviously pushing down at the moment, even though it's green, right? That's another thing to pay attention to. And then my other confirmations are how we bounce off of our key levels, right? And then the other way I trade, simply based on the algo. That one you guys know. Yeah, right now it still looks like it wants to continue down, in my opinion. Like, I haven't seen anything to confirm buyer strength. Another thing I'm always looking for is the dome, just to make sure like orders are in our favor, right? If I see heavy orders piling up at a certain price on the seller side when I'm trying to go long, that is something that will make me want to go away from that move. Today it's very thin. Like, we see orders pop in and out very quickly. So that's something you have to pay attention to. This is one of those days where it's just like a bit more volatile, right? Like, each candle size, even in the 3 minutes, is like above 10 points. So it's like, today is a day if you're trading micros, you're probably a nice day for you. But minis, you want to be very careful because you can get burned super fast. You can never tell what direction those orders are for. I mean, they change in an instant. So that's why I don't tell people to like depend on the dome. That is not something I do. I just look for it to like confirm on my side. It's like, hey, I see more buyers piling up on this side, right? Like, I'll see like, okay, 400, 500, 600 orders piling up at the same price that I'm trying to enter in, meaning, okay, there's more buying support coming in. And then I look at the seller side real quick and I'm like seeing, okay, there's like only like 30 orders piled up, not many. So we can push through, right? But if I see like 1,000 orders on the sell side while there's only like 500 on the buy side, boom, it's like quick indifference. That means sellers really want to push down again. They're trying to act strong. And that's something that's one of those things you'll pick up after time as you watch it. You're still using the candles without wicks working fine. That's good, man. If that system's working for you, that's awesome. To me, the wicks matter. The way I trade, I do look at them. Do we have any crypto traders in the room today? Because I am definitely having an eye out on crypto finally. I think it does have potential for this for a long run. I'm not talking about short-term plays or anything. Just a chat about the long run situation because I might put some more money into it for the long-term hold because it seems like it's going to have more potential for growth, especially when more companies are adapting to it and accepting as forms of payment as well as ways to use and transfer money. That's a big deal. And then with the US printing more and more money every day, you know, it loses its value and crypto gains its value from that. So if somebody does do crypto mining, pretty much would love that. Margin on Bitcoin is like over 30,000. Yeah. But there's ways around it. Like you can use different brokers. If you're trying to invest for the long run, then you're fine without that. I even think Robinhood lets you buy it off the bat. But if you're trying to like day trade it and everything, that's when you need that margin of everything. But like I think long term holds, there's always other places where you can just place your place your bets. Yeah, I need some hauls. Because if you look at Bitcoin like as like a 20-year hold, that's when you'll see the big results, right? The next 20 years, it's a lots of things are gonna change. And every 10 or so years, we always have a crash, and then government has to help out, and then value of the dollar decreases. Then boom, and then having other currencies like crypto, something to bet on, right? It acts as a nice hedge. Still looking to see if I can find anything. Right now, there's no confirmation of anything. This just looks like it wants to push right back down again. So if it does, we'll let it do it. We do have that key level that can act as support at 35.76. That would be awesome. Yeah, an expensive breakfast just like me last 2 weeks ago, right? At the ceiling. Did it reach the ceiling? Oh, you're talking about the YM on the 1 minute ceiling. I thought you only went for the ceiling plays when it's on the 5 minutes. You go for it on the 1 and 5? Okay. I think we're getting ready for that 10 o'clock chop. Where was our morning range today? Brought out. Brought our little morning range. So 9:30 right here. Yeah, that's understandable. The market is super fast right now, so 1 minute is probably better, but 1 minute has burned me way too many times, so I'm not really gonna do it. Every time I step into the 1 minute charts, I personally get burned. I know some people love it. That's good for them, but me personally, 1 minute has burned me way too many times for me to even think about it. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, perfect. We're probably just entering that 10 o'clock chop, which is very common. Back and forth, back and forth. That's normal. We'll just wait it out. We'll end up finding a move. Has anyone ever done Bitcoin mining? I keep hearing about that. I'm kind of intrigued by it. You looked into it a long time ago, but never did anything. That might be the same case for me. I'm just looking into it now because like it keeps popping up on my feeds and everything. Like if you can mine for Bitcoin and get it for free and then just hold it for the long run, then it might be very worthwhile. So that's why I was looking into it. I wish I got into it like a few years ago though, because like I remember I saw a company like on these one of these like crowd-funded company pages where it's like you invest in a certain amount of dollars, but then like you get one of a certain amount of their profits at the end. Takes a while, but I never really understood Bitcoin mining to begin with back then. So I was like, okay, I didn't know. And if I invested in that, that would have been nice. Because they have like a whole Bitcoin mining farm, right? It's a whole warehouse filled with servers and computers, like those machines that they need for mining. And then they're just bringing in money. Some buyer stepping in. Hopefully, a move would happen soon for us. Yeah, Warren, volatility is very nice. Just trying to wait and see if I can find a nice little move. Nope, more just a little bit sideways right now, so we'll just wait it out. 10 o'clock chop, very common. Gotta wait it out, be patient, distract myself. Yeah, pretty much right around making the new high volume nodes for the days, right here, around 36.18. So we'll see what happens. It can go either direction, right? Whenever it gets choppy like this. So we just have to wait it out. What's up, Sergio? Yeah, right now we're just waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, that's part of the trading. Lately, I've only been taking like one trade a day, at least on the futures. See what else is out there. Let's see. Still just chopping back and forth, guys. Gotta wait it out. Let's see, guys. This is gonna be a slow day right now. This half an hour is gonna be probably just chopping back and forth, so I'm just gonna keep myself distracted a little bit. You know, not trying to force anything. Yeah, man, that's with volatility, right, Armand? Going up and down a lot. I'm just waiting for my proper entry, and then I'll ride it out from there, but if it doesn't match my setups, then there's no reason for me to get into it. And some days that's just the case, right? And that's okay. Pushing down again, okay. Will we find support at 3600? Let's see. Let's see. I'm getting closer and closer to that 3600. And key part to note is that this area right here, all low volume nodes, right? So if we push down, it could be a fast push down. Some orders piling up at 3600. That was expected. A little psych level. See how well sellers react to it. I mean, overall, even if it pulls down to 35.76, that's still a good pullback. So I'm just waiting it out, guys. Like, I have to be patient about this. Can we talk about how Tesla released tequila and it's like sold out completely? It's called Tesla Quila. I love Elon, man. That guy is hilarious. And he's like, the idea just started as an April Fool's Day joke, but then he made it into reality. It's approaching that 3600. Not hitting it yet, but see if we find some support here. I'm still just jumping back and forth. Gotta wait. To wait. The sellers die out first and then they'll enter. Just waiting, man. That's all I'm caring about right now. Oh, man. Michael, no trades yet, man. Just waiting. I'm waiting for my setup to come to me. I'm not chasing or anything at the moment. Just gotta be patient. We only need like one trade a day. Just waiting for the sellers to pretty much just die out and then waiting for a nice little long position. Yeah, man. That's the truth. Experienced traders wait, novice traders chase. I like that. If I just try to chase every single small move, yeah, today is a very volatile day. Like if I was going for in and out plays, like it would have worked out. But like just sticking to the plan, man. The more if I deviate from my plan, then it just, it doesn't benefit me. Did you make any plays last week? Yeah, man. Even though I was on vacation, I had my laptop with me, so I was trading from there, and I had some nice trades on there. I recorded them on the Excel sheet as well. This was the two trades on the Algo that I got in on. I got on some scalps as well, but just from the Algo, this was very nice. Last week, November 4th and November 5th is when we got the nice Algo alerts that met all of our criterias, where it's like under 10 points. Boom, get in, ride it out. Worked out nice. So last week was nice. I am glad I didn't put my laptop away, and I made sure I just, waited it out. And it paid nicely. So these are the two plays I made last week. I got in on the 4th around like 34.13, exit at 34.37, and then on the 5th I got in at 34.97 and exited at 35.15. And those were simply just on, the algo alerts. And I had a couple quick scalps as well, which played out nicely as well. So last week was very nice for me. That's why this week I'm just gonna be more patient about it. Because like, hey, I got some funds in for the month, cool, and just wait for the right setups. If there's any move to the upside, it'll come at the European close at 8:30 or around 9. Okay. Tech charts have just been pushing down, down, down. We hit that 3600, went right below it. Now we'll see what happens. I'm just waiting for the sellers to get exhausted and the buyers to step back in. That's what I'm waiting for. I think this 35.76 area is probably the best area for the bounce. That's where the 200 EMA is too, actually, right now. 35.75 for the 200 EMA, which is kind of interesting. Key level, 200 EMA, neck and neck. You know I love seeing that. Some buyers are stepping in, but they're not strong yet. So I'm just waiting it out. Oh, man. See, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe we can get that bounce off here on the 3 minutes. It's just bounced off of the 200 EMA on the 3 minutes. Let's see. But if these candles are going to be bigger than 10 points every single time, then that's not got a clear entry for me because then I'd have to risk too much. Damn, it's already 11 o'clock. Still waiting, lots of waiting. If I don't get a move by 12, then I'm gonna just have to step away from it, right? Only trade between 8 and 12 o'clock. I really hate how thin the dome is, how there's not many orders, so price is just fluctuating too much. Still pushing down. Let's see if we can get pushed down to 35.76. That'd be very nice for me. The key level, 200 EMA is there on the 5 minutes as well. We know that acts very nicely when it tries to bounce off. Hopefully we can find a move there. Still pushing down, huh? We just push down, key level, bounce back up. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm trying to wait for that move to push back up again. Exhaust these sellers out. That's my game plan. I'm just waiting, man. That's it. Like, that's the end of story, right? Just taking a lot of time today, that's all. Let's see. Mm. Pushing up a little bit. Nice little order on the buyers. Okay. Maybe our moment is about to come. Or it could just be another little false one we had up here, pull back just a little bit, come right back down. Oh, man. NQ has been sideways for a little while, actually. Now I'm looking at it. Interesting. Q is sideways. Kind of just been that same range, bouncing back and forth. Bouncing back and forth. Come on, man. How long is this gonna take today? Getting more chop on right here. That's good. We might get a nice little push back up. That's all I'm waiting for. A nice little push back up. That's the move I want to get in on. I still don't like how thin the dome is. That means there's a lot of people just saying they want to wait for the price to pull back down. Yeah. Right now we're just bouncing back and forth on the 200 EMA on the 3-minute charts. We haven't really hit it on the 5-minute charts yet because that's around, where is it at? 35.7650. That's right where our key level is right now as well. Just want a little bit of a drop, man, right here. How many trades do I take a week on average? It depends on the week, but most times it's at least like 1 or 2 a day for the futures. That's the way it's been for the past few months. I kind of just been waiting for my algo alerts, and then I look for quick scalps here and there when they pop up, but that's about it. But it's like 1 or 2 a day. I'll get a couple hundred from that, and then I'll walk away. Sometimes we'll get 1,000 or 2,000. Last week we got the 2,000 and more, but it's all just comes down to being patient, man. Like for me, I don't like high frequency trading anymore. I feel like it wore me out a lot more, and then as well as a lot more errors with it. But with this way, it's a lot more. It just requires a lot of patience, but it pays out. It's like, for example, like I can pull up the charts real quick. Like if you just follow the algo itself, right? Like last week, what was it? We had a total of, like in October, if you look at the algo's results, right? How many trades were there? Total count. There's 16 trades last month from just the algo, right? 9 wins, 2 losses, break even were 5. There was a lot of break even last month. Not a crazy month last month for the algo, but still good, right? September, more trades in September. It depends. But and then August, obviously a lot more. Pretty much was moving all the time in August, and then July was pretty nice as well. But it's only like takes like 1 contract a day, 2 contracts, like 1 or 2 trades a day, really, on the ES. I go for like pre-momentum moves. I try to catch those and just ride them out, and then take my profit and then walk away. I don't try to go for 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, because that just like the risk to reward in this type of market does not work out, because if you even get that 1 point, sometimes you're risking like 2 or 3 points, and when it goes against you in this type of market, which it will, it doesn't work out. That's why I stopped that little high frequency scalping with this volatility going on. Now I just look for clear, nice momentum moves, get in on them, and then get out. And that's only like 1 or 2 trades per day. And that's just on the futures, by the way. I still trade stocks and I trade some options as well, but those are very minimum as well. I was really expecting a better move to happen this morning. I wasn't expecting to be like not me finding anything so far. Usually if I end up finding it between like 9:30 and 10:30, we'll always find one move. But then today, that wasn't the case. Looks like we're trying to like flatten out here, which is nice. But I think I'm just gonna go stretch my legs for a little bit, take a little walk, and come right back like 2 minutes. Oh. Seems like we're bouncing off the 200 EMA on the 3-minute charts. Seems like it wants to flatten out, so maybe I'll put an order in up here. Let's see. Yeah, craft. That's the thing, right? Like that's when the risk to reward ratio comes in. The win rate can be whatever. Like it's like if your win rate can even like 10%, but then your risk to reward is like 100 to 1, then that's what's gonna matter at the end of the day. It's like you'll see when I post my. You can check out my results on the algo and everything. Risk to reward is what matters. I don't really care about the win rate one bit. Because like at the end of the day, because it doesn't determine how much money you're bringing in. Your risk to reward does that for you. I might get in, to be honest. Get in at 602. I'll make a little buy stop. Let's see. This is a nice little 1-to-1 ratio. See if we can hit it. I just got in on one contract. I'm hoping that it can just hit our target of 3609. One more. Let's see. Looking at my other chart here, it looks like a pretty decent setup. Bouncing off that 200 EMA on the 3-minute charts. Could see a little bit of a bounce, spike up. Nice little order stepping in. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, and I just switched to the 3-minute charts here. Got in at 3601.75. Let's see if I can just hit our target, 3609.25, and then I can walk away. I only took one contract today. I didn't want to really risk anything. Volatility is too high for me. I don't like that. Yeah, Sri, ready? Yeah, this is Monday. This is my first day trading again after vacation. And right now we are in our move right now. And yeah, we're climbing up. Let's just see if we can hit our target at 3609.25. Yeah, this is my first trade today. I just had to be very patient. I didn't have any moves. It was just, continuously falling, right? And I didn't find any setups for the reversal. That's what I was waiting for. I wasn't trying to ride this wave to the downside because overall we have been pushing up. As we get closer and closer, I think once it hits like 3607 or something, I will move it to break even real quick. This is just to grab a kind of a scalp play today because the way everything's moving. Isn't that crazy? 7 points is a scalp. Well, right now this entry was pretty much based on the fact that we started, turning around a little bit right here. The wicks were getting higher and higher, we're pushing up, and then in the 3-minute charts we were bouncing and holding on top of that 200 EMA, which is nice. So this was purely just playing off of like the bounce off like that 200 EMA. Quick play, not trying to risk too much on this. We'll start trailing it. I don't want to, if it comes back down, I might have to just exit it because it's not worth it, right? I really just wanted to quick push up. This could be the point of reversal. Like if you zoom out, right, it looks like, okay, nice formation. Start buyers stepping in, stepping in, stepping in, pushing up, right? We're just trying to ride that through. More orders are piling up. I also saw orders piling up on the buyer side before, right at 36.01. That's another confirmation for me to get in, but seems like they want to push back down, so that's why I might end up having to move it, my stop up a little bit. I'm not trying to risk anything today. Not worth my time for it. Move my stop up just to break even and a tick. I'm not risking anything today. These are the days where you got to be extra careful, right? So if I get taken out, I'm not going to be upset or anything about it, just because it's all about risk management. Because in this type of day, you really don't want to like risk too much. When price keeps moving up and down like this, like crazy, my target will be at 36.0925. So let's see if we can get there. Yeah, Sri Reddy. Patience really matters, man, with trading. That's the one thing I had to learn the hard way for a while, right? Because you really just have to be patient some days, and you gotta let things ride out, right? You'll get your move at one point or another, but you just gotta wait for it. My stop is at break even plus a tick, so even commissions are covered. I don't really have to worry. Usually I give it more breathing room, but today, in these conditions when markets are volatile, I do like to play my stops pretty tight. So if buyers get weak, then they take me out. I don't want to be caught on the pressure down, right? Because at the end of the day, this could honestly continue if it really wanted to, right? If sellers really want to stay in control, pull back up small and then push right back down, right? But everyone's pretty long bias at the moment, especially due to the vaccine news and everything. So we'll see if we can hold. Now we wait. Let's see. Yeah, now that we have our stop at break even plus a tick, covers commissions, we're in the green regardless. I just have to wait and let it play out. More sellers right here. A little back and forth action here. Not surprised. But let's see, can we hit our target? See, these are the trades when you get a bit more nervous and everything is going back and forth. You want to take your profits in, but that's when you got to remember, like, just stick to your plan. Right now, I'm not going to lose anything, right? When you're at break even plus a tick, you're covered with commissions. That's when you really just got to stick it out. Just let it run. Because you're not losing anything at the end of the day, right? So when you're in a situation like that, let it get to your target. We're only trading one contract today. See, let's see. We're close. We're close. Little hesitation here. Okay. Okay. I get taken out.
Stop fill.
And we got taken out, but we still got a profit of $25. That's okay, but this is just one of those days. But by doing that, we avoided keeping our stop loss down here and then pushing all the way down, right? That's where your whole risk management comes in. And today it didn't work out, but that's okay. Maybe we'll find another move. We'll see. I'll sit here till 12. Maybe we can get another little bounce. Yeah, I am from the US. I am in New Jersey on the East Coast. And this is exactly why we move our stops up in volatile markets. because we would have probably got our stop loss taken out down here when that's not worth it, right? The cold doesn't bother me. I mean, yeah, it does. I don't like the cold too much, but it's okay right now. So for some reason, it's November, but it's still like 70 degrees, which makes no sense to me. Usually November, dude, it's like cold. I'm wearing my winter jacket like all the time, like. But this past week, it's been pretty nice. I don't like the snow when I have to like shovel it and like drive through it. But then I like it when it's like just out there on the trees and stuff. Like that first snowfall day, it looks nice. But once you got to shovel, once you got to drive through those roads, that's when it's a whole mess and it pisses me off. Oh, you live in Las Vegas? That's nice, man. The real estate market's kind of booming there too. A lot of people are actually moving to Las Vegas now. Good properties, nice value, potential for a lot of growth too. Las Vegas has been growing. A lot of people just think it's all casinos and stuff, but no, man, it's growing. A lot of people from LA are moving out from Las Vegas, like all the high rent places, they're moving out. Especially for all these people that have like work from home jobs now, it's like everything's remote. So it's nice. So if you have your house there, your property values are probably going to go up in the next couple years. Yep, I am super happy we moved our stop up, got out as when we did. Yeah, these are just those days, right? It's like where we have to be patient, and some days we don't get that move. Last week we had two trades that gave us like 4 grand, like, and then today we had one trade that only gave us $25. That's just the world of trading, right? Not every trade's gonna give you the same amount. Yeah, a whole lot of back and forth. Not liking it. More selling pressure than buying pressure. Delta is still riding that wave down. I was hoping for a nice little reversal. But again, our next reversal point, let's just jump back in the 5 minutes real quick. Definitely keep an eye out, guys. If we push down to 35.76, definitely look for a reversal there. That's probably where we're going to find one if it pushes down, for sure. So look for that. But other than that, I'm not seeing anything too great at the moment. Just getting a little sideways again here. So, oh man. Okay. Yeah, I think I might just call it a day for today. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll find a nice move tomorrow morning. The mornings are usually always nice. There's always gonna be one of these days. This was mainly just this big pump up, right? We look for a short up here. Whoever got in on a short up here, man, probably killed it today. Good for them. But today was a day where it doesn't match our setups, right? RJ, yeah, my algo only works on TradingView. That is correct. I can set up a free trial for you if you'd like. You can check it out for yourself. TradingView, it just makes everything simple, and the best part about TradingView is you can link your Tradevate account to TradingView and then just get the live data. So you can trade right on TradingView if you wanted to, but only thing is you won't have access to brackets. But that's why I have like multiple screens, right? I have 4 screens total, right? One Tradevate, one I have the streaming going. The other 2, I just have TradingView charts because I just like the way they're set up. I like the data that they give me and what I can do on them, right? So that's what I use. And with TradingView, I can set up alerts directly to my phone and that Discord channel that you guys are in. So it makes everything a lot easier. Yeah, but if you ever want a free trial, just DM me on the Discord channel, or you can just send me an email. The email is in the bio. So definitely you can do that. But I think I'm gonna just call it a day for today. No reason to chase after some trades, right? Just because we didn't get a good one or anything like that, and there's no reason for that. That goes against my plan, and that's something I won't do. So, oh, you're welcome, John. John25. I'm just gonna say John. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys are still trading, I wish you guys the best as always. Bring in those profits, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace out.